Yo, what's up, guys? It's King Sean here, back with another video. In today's video, the Washington football team versus the Patriots preseason week 1 matchup just wrapped up, and the Patriots beat the Washington football team 22-13, which is fine. It's just preseason. But the last 2 minutes of the game really, kind of killed me. Even though it's preseason, I mean, the refs just sold. The refs were cheating us the whole game, honestly. I mean, cheating us in preseason, man, now they're just going overboard. But anyways, let's talk about the game real quick. Let's talk about what players stood out. Let's talk about some of the stats. All right, so I think the first team offense was in the game for about 1 or 2 drives. I think 2 drives for sure. Ryan Fitzpatrick was pretty good today, honestly. Even though he only threw 58 yards, he was only out there for 2 drives. He looked good. He looked very comfortable. He had a nice pass to Terry McLaurin for 22 yards, and also another nice pass to Logan Thomas for 24 yards. So, yeah, he was pretty nice today. And then Taylor Heinicke, he was 9 for 15. He had 86 passing yards. And Taylor Heinicke, he wasn't great today. I mean, he was alright. He was pretty good, but compared to Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick had a better day than him. Taylor Heinicke, I think he forced 2 passes in double coverage. One was to Tamarick Hemingway, and I think another one was to one of our wide receivers, but I don't know who. So, yeah, Taylor Heinicke can't force a pass to someone in double coverage. So, yeah. And then Steven Montez came in the game for the final 2 quarters, I think. He was 17 for 24, 108 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Steven Montez for the first couple of drives, he wasn't great, but the last 2 drives, he was looking pretty good. He led us to a 15-play, 92-yard drive that led to a touchdown on our second-to-last drive of the whole game. So, yeah, he was not bad, but we could see a little better, honestly. So let's move on to the running backs and wide receivers. Jaret Patterson, he was a beast today. He had 10 carries for 40 yards. And also, along with that, I think he had, let me see if I can find it. He had some catches too, and he got a pretty good amount of receiving yards. So, yeah. He was also good today too. I can't find it anywhere. But I think he had like 8 catches or something for a good amount of yards. So, Jaret Patterson, he looked like a beast out there. His longest run was 12 yards. He was really good. And then Peyton Barber, he had 6 carries for 20 yards, 1 touchdown. He was pretty good. Antonio Gibson, he wasn't in the game for too long. 5 carries, 15 yards. So, yeah. Steven Montez did have a really nice scramble downfield for 14 yards. So, that was nice. As for receiving wise, oh yeah, right here I found it. Jaret Patterson, 4 receptions, 30 yards, really good. As for receiving wise, Terry McLaurin, he only played for 2 drives. He had 2 receptions for 25 yards. Longest was 22 yards. And then Sammis Reyes, he only had 2 catches. Sammis Reyes, I mean, those 2 catches were really good, but he didn't get a lot of opportunities throughout the game. So I hope he gets more targets and opportunities next week versus Cincinnati. And then Logan Thomas, he had 1 catch for 24 yards. That was good. This guy, Jay Williams, his last name is Williams. I think Jonathan Williams or something. He was pretty good today. 4 receptions, 22 yards. And he also scored a touchdown. He had some yards on the ground too. John Bates, he had a really nice catch. Same with Steven Sims. Dyami Brown was really good today. He had 4 targets, and one of his targets, right, he got open on the cornerback, right? He got open, and Taylor Heinicke overthrew him. I mean, that's just, you can't have that. I mean, Dyami Brown was wide open. That could have been a touchdown, too. So, yeah. Taylor Heinicke did not have the best day, but Dyami Brown had a great day today, in my opinion. So, that's really good for Dyami Brown. I'm glad he was showing what he could do today. And, yeah. All right, and now for the defense. First of all, before we get to the defense, I just want to talk about Dustin Hopkins. Dustin Hopkins, we need to get rid of him right now. We need to cut him right now. Like, I'm serious, bro. We need to cut him right away. He's trash. He missed 2 field goals today. He was 0 for 2. He missed a 40-yard field goal, and he missed a 50-yard field goal. I mean, he was just so bad today. It was just terrible, man. We cannot have that. We need to sign a kicker from the streets or something. We just need a kicker, man. We just need a kicker who can make field goals. I mean, because Dustin Hopkins, he just ain't it anymore. He just ain't it. We need a new kicker. I hope Ron finds a new kicker in the next week or two. So yeah, that was my mini rant on Dustin Hopkins. I mean, he was just so bad. He was bad last year too. So we just need to get rid of Dustin Hopkins as soon as possible, in my opinion. So yeah, as for the defense, Chase Young, I mean, even though he was only in the game for 2 drives, he was a beast. He had 1 sack. He literally got around the offensive tackle and literally sacked up Cam Newton. He made Cam Newton fumble, but Daron Payne, you got to pick up the ball, man. You got to pick it up and score it. He didn't score, unfortunately. He should have dived on it. He was trying to pick it up with his hands, but he should have dived on it. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to pick it up and score it. Just dive on it, honestly. All you got to do. William Jackson, Kendall Fuller didn't really get too much action. The starters didn't really get too much action. Only like 2 or 3 drives for each of them. And good thing is, no injuries today, so that is great. Jamin Davis, he looked kind of lost out there, which is kind of expected since it's his first NFL game. So he'll get better over time, over the preseason and over the regular season. So yeah. Like I said, Dustin Hopkins was really bad today. Kick return, DeAndre Carter was actually really good today on punt returns. He returned 2 punts for 38 yards, longest punt return 20 yards. He averaged about 19 yards per punt return, so that's really good. Dax Milne had returned 1 punt. Steven Sims had some kick returns. Danny Johnson too. So yeah, and honestly, we could not stop Mac Jones. Mac Jones is kind of cooking us, honestly, and we gotta do a better job stopping him. This guy right here, Stevenson on the Patriots, he was cooking us. On the final play of the game, he had a long rushing touchdown. So, you know, he was good for the Patriots today. We got to do a better job stopping the run game. And even though, you know, our 3rd team, 4th team, 2nd team was out there, you know, still we got to do a better job stopping the run. So, yeah, it's just preseason, though, so, you know, we'll get better. So, yeah, that's basically it, honestly. Oh, and one last thing. The refs were so bad. I talked about this earlier in my video in the beginning, but the refs were so bad today. Okay, so Steven Montez scored threw a passing touchdown on our second to last drive, right? We went for 2. He threw it to AGG. AGG caught it, right? And it was a 2-point conversion. The refs called it a 2-point conversion. And then afterwards, you know, everyone was standing there for a bit. And then the refs overturned it. I'm like, what? So the refs said he didn't maintain the pass all the way through. I'm like, that just doesn't make sense, honestly. The refs have been terrible for years, honestly. They've been cheating us for years. So, yeah, man, the refs suck. The refs suck bad. So yeah, that's really it to talk about. Tomorrow I'll come out with the video of 4 players who impressed during preseason week 1. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.